If you would like help with grading your discussion forums in Angel and you plan on having the students use the star rating system, I can show you how you can set it up so that the system will help you grade their posts and the replies depending on the criteria that you set. So if you actually click on the settings of the discussion forum and you click on the assignment tab, when you scroll down under Scoring Rubrics, you'll see this little checkbox. You can check it. It says Enable Scoring Rubrics. And what it does is it automatically assigns scores based upon the student activity and the scores given within the discussion. So what you can do is you can add as many scores as you want, and they're in percentage, as you can see. So here I have my first one as 100%, and then I'll go over the criteria with you in a moment. The next score is 90% if they reach this criteria, and so forth. So right now let's go over the first one. This one, what I'm saying here is that I'm going to give 100% of the total score that I make. Say I plan on making this discussion forum 10 points. I'm going to give them all 10 points if the number of posts, and there are different choices here, greater than, less than, I'm going to choose is greater than 0, meaning I just need them to make one post, and if the number of replies is greater than 0, and this is where you can choose, there's different choices here, and this is the average peer rating is the star system that the students use to rate one another's posts. So I chose average peer rating is greater than 3, meaning if their average rating in the star system has at least 3 stars as an average, then they will reach the criteria to get 100% of the score. You can add more criteria by clicking here and choosing whichever one you like, or you can delete it by clicking delete. And then you can add more scores down below. So this one I said I'm going to give 90% of the 10 points if the number of posts is greater than 1, the number of replies is greater than 1, well I said 0 but that means at least 1, and if the average peer rating is greater than 1. So anything above 1 star is going to give 90%. So to add more scores, you just click on the link right here, add new score, and then you can continue adding. Once you're done, you're going to click Save. And just one thing to go over about the star system is if your student gives a student 3 stars for a post, and a couple days later they're in the system and they think, you know, really that post I think deserves 4 stars. They can do that. They can change it up to 4. Or you can if you're rating the students as well. What you can't do is change it back down to 3 or 2. It just doesn't always work. So something to keep in mind to let your students know that you can always go up, but the system doesn't always let you go down. Okay, so let me show you what that's going to look like in terms of grading. So I clicked on Submission, and I'm going to click on Grade Forum. And here you can see that this student created 2 posts, 1 post, 1 reply. Their average peer rating was 2.5 stars, and so they got 90%. And then this student had the same 2 posts, but their average peer rating was 4 stars, so it was above the 3 that I had set to get the 100%. And so here's their score, 100%. What you're going to do after all the students make their posts and their replies is you can click on Copy Rubric Scores to Grades. And what that does is put the grade, it just copies it over to here. So because I had it set up to be 10 points, it carried the 90% over as to 9 and the 100% over to 10, and so forth. Once you're ready and all of your grades are copied over this way, then you can click Submit Grades and they will go into your gradebook. So that is one way that you can use the Angel system to help you grade discussion forums.